Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, y'all. Y'all wanted to know where I went. Here it is. Advanced Trucking, Indianapolis, Indiana. I met everybody yesterday. Everybody seems great. And we even got us a trailer. Look at there. Bright, shiny, and pretty. All right, God bless, and I'll holler at you later. Enjoy the video. Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. This here's a Christian trucker, and I've been on the Schneider load board for just about 2 years now. So I am going to do a series of 3 videos breaking it down to the best of my ability so that it may help them to improve it and all of you to make your decision whether you want to go through it or not. Now, this segment is what I do not like about Schneider. Alright, so number 1, trailer searches and box planners. It's bad when you can't read your own writing. Oh yeah, trailer searches and box planners. Now, the trailer searches can be pretty bad. They can cause you to mess up your whole schedule. Like if I pick up a load, say in Robert, Louisiana, and I'm coming out of the house, they may send me 45 minutes in the opposite direction. But if it's under 30 miles, if I'm not mistaken, they won't pay you for it. It may be 45 minutes, it may even take an hour through traffic and everything one way to get it empty. But if it's under 30 miles, if I'm not mistaken, that's what they told me. They won't pay you for that search. And the box planners, oh, they're the ones that do that. They're the ones that tell you where to go for your trailer searches. Now, I've seen times when there be empty trailers right next door to where I'm at, and they send me way down the road to get a dang empty. Or I haven't even got to a receiver yet, and they're already telling me they don't bring out an empty. And they take the task off of my workflow, which on our system, when we go onto our phones, we can see how many empties are there. But once they take that off of you, you can't see which trailer's empty, and you have to go trailer by trailer to see which ones are empty. That, or you can't get them to update a task on your Qualcomm, on your workflow. Whether you're going to leave the empty there and bobtail home, you have to call them, or if they don't have one, you put in an exception. Here lately, the wait times getting in touch with the people in the offices have been a little extreme. I'm not kidding. I've had, from the time I started 2 years ago to now, I would say my wait time trying to get in touch with somebody has doubled. And keep in mind, since I started, they went public. I don't know if they're running short on people or what's going on up there in the offices, but the hold times have got a little ridiculous. Now, number 2, can't take empties home over 10 or so hours. They really, if you got an empty, you better have something scheduled to go pick up, because they will yank that empty off of you, and you'll have to go drop it somewhere and then go on an empty search. And like I said, the empty searches can be ugly. Ugly. You may lose 3 hours trying to find an empty. Now, they have been trying to improve it. They've got new tracking systems and cameras inside of the trailers where they can see all the way to the back. And that helps them up in the box planning office to decide if there's actually an empty there or not. So, you know, they're trying, but there's still other things going on that they need to get a multi-pronged attack and fix these issues. All right, taking empties home, you can do it for your 10 hours. Maybe even 24, but much over that, they're going to fuss at you, and they could charge you money. If I'm not mistaken, it's in the contract, what, $150 a night if you have a trailer for too long? So keep in mind, if you sign on, if you're going to go home with it empty, have it scheduled out where you're picking up another load fairly quickly. Alright, quarterly computer training and inspections. Inspections are almost as understandable, but y'all, we're supposed to be business owners, grown folk. We're supposed to inspect our own rides. So the quarterly inspections, I understand some drivers are not brilliant. I understand some drivers, even though they feel something going on with their truck, they're going to keep running it. But come on. Quarterly inspections drive me crazy. Computer training, most of the time when I've done the computer training, it's been hazmats or some crap that I'm never going to do. It's just been a waste of time. They say they pay you, but whatever. And number 4 would be old trailers. Now, we have a bunch of old trailers. And I'm seeing a few new ones trickle in, but like I say, it's a trickle. It's not a really fast pace that these old trailers are coming in my opinion. Now, I don't know the numbers. I'm just going by what I see. They may be renewing them all over the country other than where I'm running. I don't know, but I'd seen a really, really new one yesterday. But for the most part, I'm seeing really, really old ones. Alright, the annual recertification and ride along. That is the one that everybody loves. Being sarcastic. I'm not real good at it. Annual recertification is they pull you in there and they go through your logs, they go through your workflow, they see if anything's wrong, and then they make you do some computer training, and then they get up in the truck and they make you drive them around the block. Everybody that's worked at Schneider that has a YouTube channel has went over this at some point or another, talking about how useless and aggravating it is to set up a time with them to go and make this happen. And you can't do it like 4 weeks ahead of time. You got to be within 2 or 3 days setting up your date when you're going to be there and making it happen. I did mine in Houston, and the guy down there was really cool, but you know, the Houston terminal where it's at over there, there's a few iffy roads, so if you go to Houston, beware. That's all I'm going to say. Now, number 6, must have a reflective vest and closed-toe shoes at the OC. There again, y'all, we're supposed to be grown folk. The reflective vest, this is the operating center. This is not the industrial complex or anything like that. This is the operating center. This is where we go to rest or pick up our next load, maybe. We go to eat, you know. Some of us take our 34s and get showers there. We should be able to come in and relax. Not having to worry about reflective vests or somebody getting on to us because we ain't got the right type of dang shoes on. I don't like flip-flops. I'm just saying, this is just a little bit of being a nanny. If we need nannies, come on. We shouldn't be driving trucks. Reflective vest, I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I like black shirts and red shirts sometimes, but reflective vest, I can't stand wearing them. That's just me. Canceled and changed loads. Now, over the last month or two, I've had a lot of my loads started changing or not have the right numbers for where I'm delivering, not complete information. Canceled loads, there's certain shippers that you go to that will cancel, and as you go through the program, you'll learn those shippers, and you won't go to them. You'll mark them in your little don't go to, because if they hold you up too long, it can cause you to mess up your whole plan, your pre-plan, and lose all your loads and start over again. Now, most of the time when I've had to do that, I've actually ended up making a little bit more money. So it's not really that bad, but if you can't stand picking your own loads and they go to canceling loads on you. Now, the rumors are they like to cancel loads, especially on those customers that are on the service watch. If you're running too close to your time, if you have a history of being late, there's rumors that's what happens, and that's why you start getting a lot of canceled loads. Now the change loads and all that, that's all canceled and changed loads happen all the time in the trucking industry. And I guess for the most part, Schneider's been pretty good about it. But this is what I don't like, and I don't like that. Because if I've got a plan, I don't really like to mess it up. Now, number 8, we're going to talk about logs. Can't use the 8 and 2 split. And you must be bobtail for line 5. And you can't be headed toward a customer or your next receiver or shipper. You can't be doing that. You got to be bobtail to do the line 5. You cannot do the 8 and 2 split at Schneider. At least not whenever I started. I don't go around asking them every month for an update. I just don't. I do what they told me, and I try to make the best of it. Which I've never been one to use the 8 and 2 split much. I do like the line 5. I wish we could do it with empty trailers. Especially if we're not going towards our next pickup. So, that's my 2 cents on that. Number 9. Now on our workflow, we have a list of things that we have to check off to get our little green check to know that we're going to get paid. Not too long ago, they added one called a trip plan task. Now on this trip plan task, you have to give them your ETA, your NAT, which is your estimated time of arrival. Now the one that you do whenever you pick up a load and you set in your ETA and you're doing your trip plan, that's the one they like to hold you to. And from what I've been told, that's the one that goes in the system if you miss it or not, whether they start canceling your loads or not. That's just rumors. Don't hold me to it. Now, that trip plan task goes further than just your NAT, your ETA, your estimated time of arrival, or your NAT, your next available time. It goes a little further than that. It goes into what hours you will have left. So you have to stop what you're doing and go and see how many hours you will have left when you make that delivery. You got to go out of it and go over there and get all your hours together and then come back in and put that in. And I think that's a waste of our dang time. There again, we're supposed to be grown folk. We're supposed to trip plan ourselves. And I would dare say that they don't hardly ever look at that. I could be wrong. These are just my opinions. This is what I do not like. Okay. And finally, they started this new app a little while back, and they were going to put everybody on it. And every time I've got on the app to look for loads, I get about 3 levels, which is about to the 12th or 15th load, and it kicks me all the way back out to the beginning screen. It just kicks me out. Could not finish looking for loads on this stupid app. And I tried it multiple times because me and Snorlord had a lot of talk about the new app, because we were getting ready for them to drop it on our heads, and luckily they haven't. But it was my opinion that we needed to practice with it so when it did drop on our heads, we would be ready. But every time I tried, and I got, like I say, about 12 to 15 loads into the search, it would jump me right back out to the beginning. Now, and that's not the only thing about the app. It just was not fast. But maybe they can get it together. Now, the collision mitigation system, predictive cruise control, I guess all that's in there together. It could be good. I guess it could be good, but I don't like it. I do not like it.